All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kwakwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in true sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the lesson. This is Psalms, the 80th chapter. We'll start at verse 1. It says, to the sheep musician upon Shashanemeduth, a psalm of Asaph. It says, give ear, O Shepherd of Israel. And the Shepherd of Israel, that's the Most High, because we are the sheep. As a matter of fact, we are a scattered and lost sheep. So we are in need of a shepherd. We are in need of guidance, spiritual guidance. Let's go ahead and get Jeremiah 50 and 17. This is Jeremiah 50 and 17. It says, Israel is a scattered sheep. So that shows us that we are a sheep. We are a flock without a shepherd, without guidance. But as we read in the scripture, the Lord is returning us to be under his staff and his rod. I think that's Psalm the 23rd chapter. Let's go ahead and get that. It says, the Lord is my shepherd. So the shepherd is the Shepherd of Israel is the Most High. I shall not want. And he was mad for us for a moment, but ultimately he is leading the elect back to his good favor through Yahweh Shai, our mediator. It says, a Psalm of David, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want or desire anything. It says, he maketh me lie down in green pasture. He leadeth me beside still waters. And this is when you come into the truth. There's a spiritual peace that you get. There is a spiritual rest. Even though we're in hell, even though captivity, this word gives us a peace. Peace I bring to you. Let's go ahead and get that scripture. It's going to be in the New Testament, the word of Yahweh Shai. And this is John 14 and 27. These are the words of red. The word of Yahweh Shai says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. That's that piece of knowing and of the scriptures, understanding the scriptures and knowing the hope and promises that apply to the Israelites. It says, peace I leave with you, in knowing that Yahweh Shai has given us salvation through his sacrifice. It says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth. See, so this is not a prosperity doctrine. The peace that we get is knowing that ultimately, we will be saved from this captivity, and our enemies will be destroyed, and our family members and our loved ones and us, ultimately we're going to be good in the kingdom for all eternity. That's a peace, man. It says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, because the peace that the world gives is not peace at all. This is not to try to say that to expect any fame or fortune or rulership here on this side, because this is not our rest. Micah 2 and 10. This is not of the world giveth. This is something that's out of this world, as a matter of fact. It says, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So that's an assurance, and that comes by having faith, man. Having faith in these promises. So this is the peace that our shepherd gives us, man. Let's go back to Psalms 80 and 1. And this is all just through the Spirit. It says, give ear, O Shepherd of Israel, thou that leadest Joseph like a flock, thou that dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth. It says, before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up thy strength and come and save us. And ultimately that is our cry. that the Lord will come and save us, us being the lost sheep as spoken about in the scripture that we just, Psalm the 23rd chapter, Jeremiah the 50th chapter, Matthew 10 and 6 also says that as well. Let's go ahead and get that. Matthew 10 and 6. It says, but go rather, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking about Israel. It says, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep, man, and that's what we are. We are a lost sheep. Matthew 16 and 24. It says, is that it? Or was it 15:24? I can't remember. Yeah, it says once again, Matthew 15:24. And I'll start at verse Salak. It's verse 21, Matthew 15:21. Then Yahweh went thence, departed to the coast of Tyre and Sidon. Behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast, crying, saying, have mercy on me, O Yahweh, thou son of David, my daughter is greatly vexed with a devil. He answered her not a word, and his disciples came and said and besought him, saying, send away, she cries after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So these are the lost sheep, man. So once again, proving that we are as lost sheep, we are as scattered sheep, and the Lord is our shepherd, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, which guides us and directs us. So let's go ahead and back to Psalms 80th chapter. This is Psalms 80, verse 3 says, turn us again, O Yahweh, and that means to return unto us, to reconcile us, to make it straight. Turn us again, O Yahweh, and cause thy face to shine upon us, and we shall be saved. So when it says turn again, just give me a second here. That's in the Strongs if you get it. I don't got it on this app, but I got another phone here. It says to turn back, literally or figuratively, it says that you return to the starting point, then to retreat, often adverbial again. So basically to return unto us. Turn us again, O Yahweh, because at this time I think we were in captivity. There's many captivity that we were under. But every time we were kept, every time that we were in dire straits, so to speak, the men of the Lord always cried out for salvation. It says, turn us again, O Yahweh, cause thy face to shine, and we shall be safe. And causing his face to shine upon us is basically us, giving us our understanding again at this time and age. The Lord has caused his face to shine upon us. He has given us the understanding of who we are and his knowledge. Let's get Psalms 119 and 35. And it says, where is it at? That's not the one I wanted. It's a lot. It's Psalms 119 and 135. It says, make thy face to shine upon thy servant and teach me thy statutes. So when the Lord shines the face upon us, basically that's the Lord allowing us to have knowledge of Him again. Because so there was a time where the Lord turned our back on us, and the wisdom wasn't flowing, man. The knowledge wasn't flowing. That the thing that made us a great people, that thing being the fear of the Lord and obedience to His commandments, it wasn't there. So that means the protection of the Lord wasn't there. But now in this time and age, the Lord has caused His face to shine upon us by teaching us His precepts, man, His statutes, His laws. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, teach me thy statutes, which could also include the whole word of the Most High, the whole Bible itself. And this is something that the Lord did to teach us a lesson. He turned His back on us for a period of time because of our disobedience. And if you read the scriptures, There was many times where the prophets, the men of the Lord, cried out, for the Lord to cease his anger from us. Let's get Psalms 80 and 4. It says, O Yahweh, power of hosts, how long wilt thou be angry against the prayer of thy people? That's what the prophets did. Because they saw the condition of our people, they saw the judgments that were being put forth against them, and they cried to the Lord for mercy. Lamentations, the 5th chapter. This is Lamentations 5 and is that what it is? See if I can find it. Something to the effect of concealed with the cloud. With this. This is Lamentations 3 and 44. It says, Thou art covered as with a cloud that a prayer should not pass through. That's the Lord when he wasn't really dealing with this, man. That's when his face didn't shine upon us. That's when the men of the Lord, the men that he was dealing with, they cried out to the Lord for him to return to us again. Now this that Psalms 80 chapter, that's basically what that's all about. So there was a period of time where the Lord put us in a timeout, so to speak. He put us under the curses. He gave us the bread of tears. Let's get that. Psalms 8 and 5. Oh, that ain't it, Salak. Psalms 80 and 5 says, Psalms 80 and 5, Thou feedest them with the bread of tears. What sort of verse? Yeah. It says, O Lord, power of hosts, verse 4, How long wilt thou be angry against the prayer of thy people? Thou feedest them with the bread of tears, and givest them tears to drink in great measure. That's basically the condition of hell that we live in. Thou makest us to strive with our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves. Turn us again, O Yahweh hosts, and cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. And ultimately, we are going to be saved. We are going to be saved out of this Egypt, this Babylon. And the Lord, and we're doing so. And the proof of that is that the Lord is showing us His truth by the way of our teachers. Isaiah, the 30th chapter. Is Isaiah 30th chapter. Where's that at? Isaiah 30 and 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, that's the condition of hell that we were made to go through for our disobedience to the Lord. It says, yet shall not thy teacher be moved in the corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And that's basically how the Lord calls his face to shine upon us once again, as you read in the previous scriptures, man. So ultimately the Lord is going to restore us back to him through this word. Let's get Matthew 9 and let's see here. And that's done by the preaching and teaching of the apostles and men of the Lord, in the highways and hedges. It says, this is a verse, Salak, is Matthew 9 and 37, the words, y'all share the words in red. It says, then says disciples, the harvest is truly plenteous, because the harvest is basically Israel. But the labors are few, and the labors are few, man. Those men that out there doing the work sincerely, they're few in number. It may seem like a lot, but they're few, man. There's few that the Lord. There's very few men that it may seem like a lot of camps and a lot of brothers, but if you compare that to the multitude of the sands of the sea, how big Israel is, it's a very small number. The Lord's put the Spirit on to say, men, to go out and teach. The harvest truly plenty, but the labors are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth his labors into the harvest, man. So the Lord has sent us into the harvest. The Lord has sent teachers and apostles and prophets to wake up the elect. Let's get Ephesians 4:11. It says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors, some teachers, for the perfecting of saints, for the work in the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. So that's how the Lord is allowing us to return to our heritage again through the men of the Lord, the teachers and apostles and prophets that he put his spirit upon. And for that we give all praise, honor, and glory to him. So with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. All through the Spirit, Most High will is an edifying lesson. That we give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.